Got the money for the CTSV engine. Ooh-wee. The heart for the caddy. The new heart for the V is here. Let's go ahead and get it pulled out. Got my girl helping me. So you can grab right here. If you want, just be careful of the edges, it gets sharp. So we'll lift it up and put it up here first, okay? And then reposition it right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. Let me get my side. All right, there you go. 2. Hold on. Here, we're gonna work it. Here, let me see.
I was gonna say, put it up on this side.
Here, you can grab the sides of it right here. You got grip right there on the side? Yeah? No? Like right here. Yeah, you got grip? And we're gonna go straight down on the jack slowly, okay? 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we can carry this over there. It's not that heavy. Got the motor. All right, we got all the parts laid out for the caddy. We got the lifters and push rods soaking in the oil right now. We got new lifter trays just because the other ones seemed a little worn. I got some brake clean and some assembly lube. We got the heads, and then we got all the rest of the parts under there. So I actually got to get the windage tray cleaned up for this thing because the old one put a hole through it. So I got one off a used engine, but I just want to clean it all up. And then we're going to get this thing on the engine stand, and then we'll start assembling the motor so we can drop it back in the car. We got head gaskets. We got front and rear timing cover. My boy Jason over at Outlaw hooked me up with all the gaskets. And then I just picked these up at AutoZone this morning. So I got the assembly lube and some blue Loctite and the brake clean from Walmart. Shouts out to Walmart. Went to my morning 6 a.m. shopping and picked some up. But yeah, we got motor ready to go together. All the parts. I had most of the stuff already cleaned up. We got the cam there. It's in good condition. I had the oil pan cleaned up, but I want to get all that gunk and stuff out of there. All right. Time to put the V together. Damn, look at the dome on them pistons, yo. Sheesh. All brand new bearings. Got all the DOD blocked off. You can see those rods in there. ARP main studs. Sheesh. The heads all ported out by Outlaw race engine. They hooked it up with the gaskets too. Got me right. So we're gonna get all this stuff all cleaned up, make sure no debris. Already went ahead, cleaned up the oil pan, windage tray, everything. You see we got all our gaskets laid out here. We got the cam, minus the belt. I was going through all the parts just so I can have everything all together and get it built. But we got our stage 4 BTR cam. Not even marked on the back. But it is a stage 4 BTR off the shelf. So we're going to get that installed and get the rest of everything put together. All right, so I'm going to get the oil pan assembled first. I'm going to get all the bolts put in with a little bit of blue Loctite. And we're going to get the windage tray, flip the motor around, get the windage tray in place and get it spaced just because we have aftermarket rods. The rods may come into contact with the windage tray. All right, so it actually looks like we have clearance without even having to put any washers under the windage tray. I'm just gonna run it over and watch it real close with the flashlight, but you can see we're not even coming into contact at all. See, even right there, super clearance, so we are good to go. See this jewelry before we close it up. See them pistons in there. Custom pistons. Clean work by my boy Dagger Racing. Always getting me taken care of all the time. But let's go ahead. We're going to turn this motor around, get all the cam, timing, everything installed so we can put on the oil pump. We'll get the windage tray and the pickup tube locked in place. Throw the oil pan on, rear main cover, front cover, and keep it pushing. First things first, we're gonna get this cam all lubed up and get it installed in the engine. All right, we got the cam in, so we're gonna Before we put the cam plate on, we're just going to spin the cam freely, get it set to where top dead center should be, where this dial is, and then we'll get the plate on and the chain and get everything else assembled. All right, we got the timing all set up. Everything's locked into place. Let's go ahead now, get all the lifters put in, get the lifter trays and bolts put in, and then we'll start the bottom end, get the oil pan on once the oil pump's on. We got the pickup tube, winch tray, oil pump. We're gonna go ahead and get the oil pan gasket on and the oil pan on the motor. We got it all cleaned up, ready to go. All right, we got all the lifters in place. Everything was soaking in oil. The oil is pretty clean, but we got all the lifters in. We're gonna get the lifter bolts in, and then we'll go ahead and get the head gaskets on and start getting all the ARP head studs inserted in. I already took the time to blow all the holes out, so we know that all the holes are nice and clean and ready for assembly. No junk or fluids or anything down in there. I mean, it's a fresh engine, but still, I just blew them out just to make sure there's no little small debris. But we'll get these bolts in, get these surfaces cleaned all the way up of any oil, and get it put on. Got the gaskets on. Let's go ahead and get these ARP head studs installed, and then we'll get the head slipped on and start torquing them down. And then put the front timing cover on. Got the head gaskets and all the head studs on. Let's go ahead and get the head slid in place. We'll get them torqued down. Get the valley plate on so we don't got nothing falling down in our lifter tray area. And we'll be ready to drop this thing in the car. Let's get it. Guys, get a good look at the head, fully ported out. Got chamber work. Had to replace a couple of valves. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Sheesh. Let's go ahead and get the washers and the nuts on, and then we'll jump over to this side, do the same thing, and then we'll torque them all into place. All right, let's get these heads all torqued down. All right, all the heads are torqued down to spec on both sides. So we'll go ahead, just keep assembling. We got to put the little plates on the back of the cylinder heads now that we have access. We'll put this front one on once the engine's in the car, but we'll access the back of that. We'll get this plate put on. All our sensors cleaned up, and we'll get them bolted down on the engine. Got the rocker arms all cleaned up. Push rods all in. Measurement looks good. We'll go ahead, get these torqued down, jump over to the other side. Uh-oh. We ready to go. Let's get it. We're gonna drop this beast in the car. Power wash the engine bay a bit yesterday. Try to clean it up the best that we could. We're gonna go ahead, get everything prepped, get the harness out the way. Get this thing ready to hit the road again. Let's go. I miss this car, man. A lot of fun in this car. It's go time. Playtime over. It's the big leagues. Y'all seen that piston. Y'all seen those heads. We finna make some good NA power out of this little 6.0. You see it there. We're gonna go ahead and get the engine off the engine stand. Get the rear main seal put on. Get the clutch assembly put on. And get this engine dropped in the car. Our old pilot bearing is seized up, so we're gonna get this one pulled out, get a new one in. But we got the rear cover on. Got all the bolts torqued down, got silicone in the two corners. So let's go ahead now, get our tool, get that pulled out. We'll get the new one installed, and then get the clutch put on and drop it in. All right, we got our clutch all in place. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Bam. Now we're ready to drop this beast in. Fought with the pilot bearing a little bit, but we got it out, had it heated up, and fight with this thing. The tool actually broke, so I had to go get another one, but I got it swapped out. Good to go. So let's go ahead now and drop it in the car. All right, engine is in, fully connected to the bell housing. First, before we get the chain off the motor, we're actually, since on these V's, it's kind of hard to get the headers in place. We're gonna put the cherry picker back on there and raise the engine up a little bit, and we're gonna fish both headers in before we get the motor mount all the way bolted down. That way we're not fighting it later. We got the AC compressor just semi-bolted on. All 4 bolts are screwed in by hand, so we'll get those tightened up, and then we'll start getting the rest of the motor put together. All right, we got the headers in place. So we're gonna go ahead and lower the motor back down, and then we'll get the motor mounts locked in place. Got the motor mounts connected on both sides. We'll go ahead, get the AC compressor bolted all the way down, and then we're actually gonna get this chain off, get these rags out, get that top plate on, as well as both valve covers. That way we keep anything from falling down in the motor or in the valve guides or whatever. All right, we started getting a lot of the accessories put on. We're gonna go ahead now, get the harmonic balancer put on, and then we'll get lower idler, belt on, water pump, and just keep chipping away. Last thing we'll have to do is put the radiator and stuff in, but we got most of the stuff tied in. We got spark plugs in on both sides. Got them gapped down to where they need to be. Got the grounds tied in on the back of the cylinder head, all tightened up. All the bell housing bolts are in, so we're just chipping away. The harmonic balancer on, AC belt on. Gonna go ahead, get the water pump put on, and then get that idler. We got the water pump already with new gaskets here. So we'll get this thrown on, keep pushing. Got all the rest of the accessories on. Got the coolant hoses, heater hoses, spark plug wires on. I went ahead and cleaned up and put new gaskets all on the intake. Got all the old debris and stuff cleaned out. It did blow the motor last time and broke a piston, so it had some stuff in the intake. So spent like the last 30 minutes cleaning this thing up, but it's all nice and clean in there, no more nothing. So we'll go ahead and get this baby installed. And our full's fully assembled. Let's go ahead and throw it on the car. All right, y'all, so last night we got the engine side of it, everything pretty much wrapped up. We just need to put the condenser, the radiator and stuff in. I pulled the fuel system out because a lot of the fuel lines were cracking at the ends and just flaring. So I went ahead, pulled all the fuel lines out the car. I'm gonna actually, the regulator was mounted under the car because we did it in a rush last time. I'm actually gonna mount it somewhere up here. Let's see, yeah, somewhere up here we'll mount it. And then we already got the fittings for the feed, the return. Since this rail doesn't have a return on it, we use the regulator to deadhead the pressure. All right, so it's time to redo the fuel system. I went ahead, I had a 525 pump I installed, and then I just put 2 new wires coming out. These are gonna run up through this bulkhead fitting. I had a bunch of sealant on the tank, but the fuel eventually kept getting by. So I went ahead, dremeled out that bottom area, and then this thing comes with gaskets and it's E85 approved, but the 2 wires will go through there. And as you tighten this down, it sinks the wires in. You can see it's getting smaller and bigger. So we'll get our wires hooked up here on the pump, and then we'll get them ran through the top, come out. We already got our fittings on the end, and then we got our regulator mapped out. I just got to run to the parts store, grab 2 bolts that fit this size here, and then just a little bendable bracket so we can get this mounted up in the engine bay instead of underneath the car. We got the tank completely drained out and cleaned out. So now we're gonna go ahead, mock up. You see we got the first line running through there. We're gonna put the fuel pump in there, screw it in, and then we're gonna run the wire up to the front. The 525 pump in here. We got the hose, got our fittings on the end. We got our wiring running through, got the leveler attached. Let's go ahead and install this baby. All right, y'all, so I just been grinding on it. I went ahead, finished the fuel system, got the regulator mounted up there, went and got all the hoses and stuff I needed, got the radiator in, got a new condenser, because when me and my girl were pushing the car up over here last time, we destroyed the other condenser. It fell down as we were coming up, and look at what it did. It twisted that mother. I have the feed line going into this bottle because I just want to clean out the line, just to make sure we got good pressure coming up here and we don't have no problems. And then I'm gonna hook the line up right there back to the regulator. It's been a minute since I held these keys in my hand, man. Y'all about to get some fire content. We finna go out to all the meets. Man, this thing is dirty. It's been sitting since the day it blew up. But let's see. Fuel pump's working, but there's no fuel in the system, so let's try to crank it. Got a dead battery for sure, but it's cranking. Yeah, baby. We're gonna have to put the jump box on it before we fire this thing up, but you can see it's coming together. We're gonna go pick up some E85, get the jump box on this thing, and we firing this baby up tonight. Getting the gas poured in. I'm gonna try to fire this beast up. All right, we got fuel coming up in here. It looks pretty clean, so we'll go ahead and get that fitting taken off there, get it screwed back on the regulator, and let's get this beast fired up. All right, start it up. Let's see.